that? Yes. I lost my agenda. There we go.
You ready?
All right, now. Yep. Good. All right, good morning, everyone. I've got 10 o'clock by my watch, by my clock. 10:01, we're running a little late, sorry about that. All right, we will start this proceeding. Today is May the 13th, is our 10 a.m. regular edition of the Lavaca County Commissioners Court, and we will start with a confirmation of roll call. Precinct 1.
Here.
Precinct 2.
Here.
Precinct 3.
Present.
Precinct 4.
Present.
And the judge is here to let the record reflect that all 5 of us are here today. And with that, we have quorum, and we will start, and we will have you now stand for our invocation. Our most Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this wonderful governing board that you have established here in Lavaca County to govern the people. And it is truly, Lord, we the people that we're working for, and we are just especially honored and blessed to be here, Lord. We want to also pray over our upcoming elections that are coming up. We have our Republican runoff in Lavaca County coming up this next couple of weeks, and we want to pray for a peaceful election process and a peaceful season, Lord. And lastly, Lord, we want to pray for our country. We want to pray for our state. We want to pray for our county and our cities as well, and all that we do in every bit of our elected governing bodies, that we always honor you, Lord. As we salute these flags, it's truly under you that we serve, and we recognize that today in this courtroom. And we pray for these things in your name. Amen. Amen. And now our pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On honor of the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. All right, before we started, action item number 1 is announcements. Does anyone have any announcements they want to bring up at this point, in this time? Again, we did pray about it, but I do want to say we have an upcoming election coming up starting on the 20th, I believe. Early voting's just 1 week of early voting, and then the election day is on the 28th. That's Tuesday. That's the day after Memorial Day. So lots going on, end of school year, graduation, but we have an important election coming up as well. So we want to make the announcement. And again, for public understanding, we did move our Commissioners Court date to the 29th. Am I correct on that? So the next Commissioners Court date will be May 29th, which will be a Wednesday. Because of the holiday, Memorial Day holiday, and because Election Day is a Tuesday, and this court is used for elections. So then our Commissioners Court meeting will be May the 29th at 10 a.m. Everybody got that? Okay. Anything else? I think Sacred Heart softball team won state. That's fantastic. St. Paul boys. St. Paul boys won state in baseball, so that's another 2 state champions for our wonderful school systems we have here in Lavaca County. I know we've got a lot of public schools still in the playoffs as well, so we've got 7 outstanding school districts and 3 of the best nonprofit schools in the state. So that's something to brag about. So congrats to everyone participating. All right, anything else? If not, we're moving on to action item number 2, discuss and approve Sweet Home Volunteer Fire Department's road closure request for the annual Fire Fest, May 17th at 4 p.m. to May 18th at 8 p.m. to include the following roads. Lavaca County Road 391E, 378A, 391, 391F, and 398A.
Basically, this is the same roads we shut down every year for Fire Fest, and they slowly open up as the weekend goes by, and by Sunday afternoon, they'll all be back open. So I'll make a motion to approve the Sweet Home Volunteer Fire Department's road closures request for the annual Fire Fest, May 17th, 4 p.m. to May 18th, 8 p.m. to include the following roads: LCR 391E, 378A, 391, 391F, and 398A.
Second.
Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 4 to approve the Sweet Home Volunteers Fire Department's road closure as we just read. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. All right. Number 3, discuss and approve changing a yield sign to a stop sign at the intersection of County Roads 356 and County Road 355A, also adding a speed bump on County Road 355A.
Basically, 355A is the road behind Casper Wireworks, and they done another big add-on. And I've been getting complaints for the past year and a half about, on 355, everybody's running the yield sign and not yielding to cross traffic. So, I'd like to approve changing a yield sign to a stop sign at the intersection of County Road 356 and 355A. Also adding a speed bump on County Road 355A, and for the record, that'd be the north side of 355A.
That's a motion.
That's a motion.
Motion made by precinct 3.
Second.
Second by precinct 4. Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 4 to approve changing a yield sign to a stop sign at the intersection of County Road 356 and County Road 355A, and also adding a speed bump on County Road 355A. Any discussion or comments? If
See how long the speed bump is.
What type of speed bump you gonna put in?
It's a rubber.
Rubber type?
Yeah, they can't destroy it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, if no other comments or questions or concerns, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. All right. Item number 4, discuss and approve order authorizing Memorial Day fireworks sale. That's found on page 3, pretty standard language. Do we have a,
I'll make a motion that
Motion.
we approve the order and authorize Memorial Day fireworks sale.
Second.
motion made by precinct 4, second by precinct 3 to approve an order authorizing Memorial Day fireworks sale. Any other comments, concerns?
The only thing, I guess, as long as the KDI rating stays under 500, it's good to go.
We have, Chief Decker is in charge of on behalf of all fire departments, monitoring that KBDI index. I know it's going up because it's warming up and drying out. But as of right now, there's no concern from the fire departments.
Right now, we're below 300, we are continuing to rise. It's supposed to get some rain today, it'll probably drop back down a little bit, but again, it's the average we take for the entire county.
Right.
So I'll try to keep an eye on that, go back to the board and the fire chiefs on where we're at, where we stand.
Okay.
Daily or weeks.
Gotcha. All right, any other questions, comments, or concerns on order authorizing Memorial Day fireworks sale? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Please pop your fireworks responsibly. So, watch your haystacks. All right, number 5, acknowledge the 2024 Tobacco Settlement Distribution Program proceeds to Lavaca County. That's found on page 4. It is a whopping $600, I think. $646.96 is what's due to come our way. Do I hear a motion?
Yes. Second.
Motion made by precinct 1, second by precinct 2, to acknowledge the 2024 Tobacco Settlement Distribution Program proceeds to Lavaca County, consisting of $646.96. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
That motion passes. Number 6, discuss and approve mandatory employee direct deposit for payroll processing. There's no attachment. This is coming out of the auditor's office. This is something that we have discussed in court advisory committees, and I think it's the way to go personally, but do we hear a motion?
Yes, you just have a handful of people that still,
Handful of people, maybe four.
okay, maybe four, okay. It's time we just make it all the same and save time and trouble. So I'll make a motion to approve the mandatory employee direct deposit for payroll processing.
Motion made by precinct 3.
Second.
Second by precinct 1 to approve the mandatory employee direct deposit for payroll processing. Any other discussion?
Yes, sir, please.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
So what's the process now? You actually get a paper check in the mail?
There are the 4 people that remain, just get their check either delivered to them, if it is in your department, or if you come pick it up, or it is mailed.
Okay.
If you hire on new to the county, we have, it's already in our policy, if you hire on new, you're going to go mandatory.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is, we have some, for whatever reason, but this is just common
Yeah.
sense, and it streamlines everybody.
Yeah, it makes it much simpler.
That's
Make
it.
no mistake, yeah.
Direct deposit it saves time, it saves checks, it saves
Absolutely.
stamps, it saves everything, so.
Okay.
Is there a timeline where this will be implemented? You have a grace period, or,
Well, I mean, if it's effective today, we're gonna send out notices to
2
those,
weeks.
yeah, by the next payroll. So
We just went through a pay period, so we got 2 weeks.
okay, all right, so I would say, okay. So we have motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 1 to approve a mandatory employee direct deposit for payroll processing. Any other discussion, comments? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Number 7, acknowledge the Lavaca County Elections Department, participating in a Democracy Live DOD FVAP Ease 4.0 grant led by Grimes County Elections Office. And we have our representatives today. Do you want to say something on this? Ms. Tina Hudson, our newly appointed Elections Administrator.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we are applying for this grant. This grant is going to give us access to a secure web portal that is going to give us the ability to send electronic ballots for our overseas and FPCA voters. So currently, we do send those ballots through email. This would just give a secure site that we are able to transfer those in a better way. And also, there's talk in legislation as far as making it to where for blind voters to be able to receive an electronic ballot. This would put us ahead of the curve with grant funding, so that way we'll be ready for that when that does come through legislation again.
Okay. And do we have some overseas ballots that have been going out now, or the past couple?
Currently, we have around 7 FPCA voters that yearly sign up for
Okay.
overseas ballots.
Okay, interesting.
Did I understand you correctly? You said, and you'd have, there would be some accommodation for
I'm sorry.
people that are non-seen?
Yes, so currently, there is nothing in legislation that gives them a ballot to be able to vote without having help. And so blind voters, right now, they have to receive help in order to vote their ballot, whether it's ballot by mail or whether they come in to vote. This would give them an option to vote strictly online. They would be able to hear their ballot and vote it on their computer at home, and then they would print it out and send it in that way.
Okay.
But that's something that still hasn't gone through legislation. It went through legislation last year, and it was approved all the way until the governor, and then it stopped. And so I'm sure it'll come back through again.
Come back
So
through.
we're just trying to stay ahead of the curve.
I'm sure the concern is, ballot security.
Yes.
How do you make sure that that's the person that is actually casting that ballot? So-
Yes.
So there has to be, some type of biometrics or something that would
Absolutely. And so
validate
the way
that.
that law states right now is in order for that ballot to come back to us, because even though we electronically send it, it still has to have a hand signature, and it still has to come back to us in paper form, and we cannot accept it back in electronic form.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you send me documentation since this is a grant?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am. I will get with you with anything you need, let me know. And we are kind of, we're under, it got changed from Grimes County, and it's under Bear County, because Grimes is too small. But we are underneath them.
Okay. At this point, all you're wanting us to do is to acknowledge that you're going to go after this grant, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
So,
All right, any other questions, comments? Do I have a motion?
I so moved. Second.
Motion made by precinct 3, seconded by precinct 2, to acknowledge the Lavaca County Elections Department participating in a Democracy Live DOD FVAP Ease 4.0 grant led by now Bear County.
Yes.
Correct? Okay. And we'll correct that in our Bear County Elections Office. Any other discussion or comments? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tina.
All right, number 8, discuss and approve division order between Baytex Energy and Lavaca County for the McRib B 2H, McRib C 3H wells. That's found on page 6 through 13. Do I hear a motion?
Yes. I make a motion that we approve the division order between Baytex Energy and Lavaca County McRib B 2H, McRib C 3H.
Second.
Motion made by precinct 2, second by precinct 1, to approve the division order between Baytex Energy and Lavaca County, McRib B 2H, and McRib C 3H. Any other discussion, comments?
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
I can. If you look, it's on page 6 through 13. It's a complicated division order. There's a bunch of people in there. I think we're maybe 1%
Yeah,
of 1%, something like that. It's not much, yeah.
it's a couple of triangles in there that we're gonna,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think I understand.
Right, there's an exhibit on, let's see, page 10, the McRib B 2H Exhibit A.
Yeah.
It's got a little streak in there, shows what our track is in there. But like I said, it's
I'm just happy that they acknowledge
right.
that it's ours. Okay, good.
Okay, motion made by precinct 2, second by precinct 1. Any other discussion, comments? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The motion passes.
benefits of McRib, well, does that mean it's only gonna come around once every 2
I
weeks?
keep taking that big rib away. Oh, boy. Bad joke, bad joke, bad joke. All right, item number 9, proclamation declaring May 19 through 24 is Lavaca County EMS Week, and we do have some representatives from our EMS department here today. And I'm going to read you that proclamation. It will read, EMS Proclamation Week to designate the week of May 19th through the 25th, 2024 as Emergency Medical Services Week. Whereas emergency medical services is a vital public service, and whereas the members of emergency medical services teams are ready to provide life-saving care to those who need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury, and whereas emergency medical services has grown to fill a gap by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventative medicine, follow-up care, and access to telemedicine, and whereas the emergency medical services system consists of first responders, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, educators, administrators, pre-hospital nurses, emergency physicians, trained members of the public, and other out-of-hospital medical care providers. And whereas the members of emergency medical services teams, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value and accomplishments of emergency medical services providers by designating the Emergency Medical Services Week. Now therefore, I, Keith Mudd, County Judge, in recognition of this event, do hereby proclaim the week of May 19th through 2024 as Emergency Medical Services Week. The 50th anniversary of EMS Week theme is EMS Week, honoring our past, forging our future. I encourage the community to observe this week with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities. And that is the proclamation. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by precinct 4, second by precinct 3 to allow the proclamation declaring May 19th to 2024 as Lavaca County EMS Week. Any comments or concerns? I don't have any concerns anymore. but we have the most dedicated EMS team on the planet, as far as I'm concerned, and
And thank you for what all y'all do.
Yeah.
See,
Thank
you
you.
got something you wanna say?
First and foremost, just thank y'all for the support that y'all given, from commissioners, court, city council, auditor's office, treasurer's office, everybody's helped us over the last few years. We have all but one of our trucks that are working today here to take a picture with you guys, and thank y'all. The other one's out on call right now busy, but we just appreciate the support. We also did bring, for after we're done with court, if y'all would like, and anybody in the audience too, we brought our newest ambulance that came in a couple weeks ago, outside for y'all to see. We can go over and we can explain some things about the vehicle to y'all.
would you like to take a picture in the courtroom, or you want to take one outside?
We can take one here, if that's okay.
Okay, that's fine, let's do that. Let's approve this motion, first of all. Motion made by precinct 4, second by precinct 3. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes, and we'll take a quick picture.
Stand behind us, Judge, or can you just,
Yeah, we'll stand behind, how's that? Y'all stand up.
have they come behind us? Or what are you gonna do?
Whatever you want.
Make a meal.
Stand in front of us, stand behind. Thank you for what you do. I didn't know you had a crew test working. Oh, my goodness, this changes everything.
See, that was nice, wasn't it? That was nice.
Right in there.
Don't stop.
Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like I said, this EMS team has come a long way in not even 4 years. It's been and I don't know if we recognized you on court the other day for your award in the region. Can you tell us about the award real quick? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Believe it was 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago at the Mid-Coast Hurricane Conference, we were nominated and selected for the EMS or fire department in the region of the year. So pretty much, well, most everybody that you see in here was able to attend. We had a table full of probably 10 of our employees, and it was really nice. It's a good conference to go to, and we probably had close to 500 people in attendance that day, I think, total in that conference. It's a full-day conference.
It's a big region.
What's that?
It's a full conference, it's a big region.
Yes.
Lots of
So-
fire departments, EMS teams, and you guys were selected as the number one.
Right, that's
So
correct.
that's
Wow.
incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't speak.
Really good team,
Yes.
dedicated folks, so.
I mean, that's just, I don't know, I can't say enough about it, but incredible.
Thank y'all very
Thanks to all
much.
of y'all, every single one of you. Appreciate it. All right, number 10, discuss and approve LCRA electric transmission line project proposing to convert 2.7 miles of existing 12.5 kV electric distribution line to a new single circuit from the existing household substation near the intersection of County Road 166 and US Highway 77. That's found on page 15 through 18. And this is pretty much standard language. They're going to replace the line that's already there. They just asked for our court approval to do it, and if you look on page, what is it, page 16, they actually attached a little bit of money today. We signed this, just, it's approving their deal. It's, it says, once we receive your signed consent letter, LCRA TSC will make arrangements to pay you $2,500. A second payment of $2,500 will be made to you after LCRA TSC receives consent from all impacted property owners. So the line is already there. LCRA is going to replace it. I guess they're giving us a little bit of reimbursement to oversee it or to participate. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 4, to approve the LCRA electric transmission line project that's proposing to convert 2.7 miles of existing 12.5 kV electric distribution line to a new single circuit from existing Housel substation near the intersection of County Road 166 and US Highway 77. Any other comments or concerns? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Again, we thank LCRA for providing our power to all of our municipalities. I think all 4 of our cities get their power from LCRA, and they have distribution lines running throughout the county as well. And that is it's a tremendous service, and it's a pleasure working with the LCRA crews. Okay, number 11, declare items on Exhibit A as surplus property.
Yes, that would be, as you can see, we have one dump truck, we have a Ford F-250, we have an old beat-up tractor, we have 2 green Ford trucks that used to be game warden trucks, and we done used them up. The lifestyle is gone.
The lifestyle?
The life, what do you call it?
Longevity.
Bloodline is gone.
I'm saying
And
you're driving a
we
67.
have one old loader, 1967 model. We don't want to use it anymore. We're afraid somebody won't stop it and it'll run through a fence. We have a Caterpillar loader also, and they say it's operational. It can be operational for somebody else, but not for Lavaca County. I mean, they're used up, okay. And the rest is scrap metal. We have about 10 cattle guards there. We have 2 fuel tanks. One of them is a 300 gallon, one of them is a 1,000 gallon, but they have some holes in them, and they're not usable. So, if you want to see them, everything is, the cattle guards, the metal are all out at Pole Farm storage facility we have. The trucks and tractors are at my precinct barn. So with that, I would like to move that we declare the items on Exhibit A as surplus property.
Okay.
And if nobody buys them, we're going to try to get them to A&S Scrap Metal in Gonzales. So
Or, I mean, as soon as the equipment as well, are they getting
as
auction?
well.
Okay. All right, you heard it right here. Motion made by precinct 1. Second by precinct 2. Motion made by precinct 1, second by precinct 2 to declare the items on Exhibit A as surplus property. Will those sheets be available anywhere for pickup? Or I guess we could, the judge's office could have them. If someone-
Judge's office?
Yeah.
Okay.
If anyone wants to pick up a sheet of the Exhibit A, they can come by the judge's office, and Aileen could print off a sheet for you. Motion made by precinct 1, second by precinct 2. Any other discussion, comments?
They're all going on Gov Deals.
Gov Deals.
Gov deals.
Good luck,
Thank you.
Kenny.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. Motion were made. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Item number 12, discuss, enter, approve county road plan and paving agreement. Who wants to start? Anybody?
We have some county trash pickup all over the county, and most of the roads that need to be replaced comes from wear and tear of these trash trucks. And I say that because I believe there are 3 different trucks going down the same road to 3 different people, and it just tears up a road. It's not the pickup truck with a trailer behind it. These are regular trash trucks. I mean, they bigger trucks with, what, 2 axles, 3 axles? and it just,
It's not the 18-wheelers as bad as it is.
that's correct.
The trash trucks now when they're loaded.
But
Is it the issue when they're pulling off the side of the
they
road?
pull off side of the road, and it just starts crumbling the asphalt away. If we, well, we're in the process, and we brought this up before, to get a paving crew for the county. And it'll be people from each precinct, each precinct will have, we can't do the proper terminology is, if I pave a road myself with precinct 1 people only, we let the other stuff go. I mean, like grading a road or cutting brush or shredding. But if we can take 2 from precinct 1, 2 from precinct 2, 3 from precinct 3, and 4 from precinct 4, it would work really well that way.
Sounds like a perfect plan.
That's a perfect solution.
Let me, I think I can summarize, we're not doing a unit system. We
Not
can't,
a
this
unit
county
system.
cannot go to a unit system.
And basically, it's sharing like we kind of done in the past much as possible, because I know we used to do a lot of roads, we'd get help from one of the other precincts. And basically, that's kind of what it's all, just helping each other out, make things happen, but just kind of put it on paper a little bit more and get some equipment. Right now, we don't have the equipment we need to pave these roads. We had some old equipment, it's all in gone. So we need some different equipment to make all this happen. And Mr. Puskey, you're on the right track.
Well, thank you, sir.
And like I said,
I would think we need to establish an MOU between all 4 of us stating that we're gonna donate each 2 people out of each precinct and how we, use the equipment and, who we're gonna train to put on there, preferably the younger the better.
Preferably somebody that's going to be with the county a while, so,
Yeah.
yes.
My take would be, we started a draft MOU, I think we did that back in the fall, we've been negotiating it. It's sitting there, but we need to maybe come up with a timeline, let's get to the finish line with drafting the MOU between the 4 of you. And then, y'all started researching the equipment costs.
Yes, and no matter where we order, Entire is no matter where you go in the state of Texas to buy chip spreader, it's gonna be Entire chip spreader company. They're 3 to 5 months out, so you would have, in order to benefit from it next budget, you pretty much have to have all your ducks in a row now to order it.
To start now, order the equipment now.
Yes.
So, again, but we don't have the MOU in place, and so I would say, let's bring the MOU back to court on the 29th, and understanding it's a draft. I mean, and you can sign this MOU, and then y'all get to rolling along, and we want to come back and change something in court, well, that's going to be in that MOU that you can bring it back to court, and with the majority vote, you can go back and change your MOU if there needs to be a change. But we have decided this, I think, behind the scenes, just talking individually to you guys. We're so close to the budget process. Even if we ordered the machine now, it wouldn't be till October we can get the machine. So all of this can be realigned with the start of the fiscal year, correct?
Yes.
So, but I'm also hearing last week in my office, the frustration of you guys that have roads ready to be set up and then agencies moving on to another county. So,
We can even if we do this, we still can't entirely get rid of our contract.
but on
To
a,
help speed things along, we'll use ours first, but as a backup, we have to have.
the backup use agency, but what I'm finding, I'm sensing y'all's frustration is when y'all get ready to pave a road, agencies in another county, and they're not coming back for another month or so. And so,
Because he does about.
scheduling is key. And you can only pave in dry weather and when you have the road set up properly. And I think, Edward, I think you had one on 198 was set up, and then we had little hiccups, and
Yes, sir.
agency couldn't get there, and we had to go put some more oil on the road just to set the road up, keep the road set up.
You have to call him 6 weeks in advance, because he's not just going to drop everything and come to Lavaca County. I believe right now he's in Colorado County, and he'll be over there 6 weeks.
And, Fayetteville, I think, then after that.
Fayetteville,
in Fayette.
Fayette County.
Fayette County.
So, I have no doubt in my mind this is the way you guys should roll. It's a matter of working out that MOU, that everyone understands it. And this is maybe a question to the auditor. We, again, not a unit system, but breaking out a line item for their equipment and their maintenance of that equipment. Can that be, how hard would that be to do in the next fiscal year?
Your budget and they approve it, so it will not be hard.
So we can't, I mean, we can create another sub-department, I guess you'd say, for the paving equipment.
Could we do that?
Okay.
Create another sub-department, create another fund.
The reason I say that the issue is, and I hear this, they share equipment all the time, well, it broke on precinct 2's watch, or it broke on precinct 1's watch, and they, you know, who pays for it? So we want to have some joint paving equipment that has a joint maintenance and service monies attached to it.
Then, precinct will have to contribute to that. Can't just have is that gonna be a general fund? Is that gonna be a separate fund for each precinct contributes a certain amount?
I guess if you general fund that we could fund at the start of every fiscal year, they know that they have, collectively the court has, whether we allocating money to purchase equipment or to maintain or service equipment that's in, that they're not fighting over who has to do it. It's already, they settled their argument at the budget year.
There's multiple options.
Okay, all right. Well, then I would suggest let's work towards May 29th of having that agreement. We already have the bulk of it done. Let's y'all look over one more time, give your thoughts to it, and then we'll bring our thoughts to court on the 29th for, hopefully to approve that. Any objections to that? No. Okay, I think it's time to kick it off and roll with it and time it with the fiscal year. So if y'all create that agreement on the 29th and y'all want to start purchasing equipment that's not due till October 1st, well, you can make that happen. Or you can set that in motion. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to approve in that unless y'all object to that. Can it be done that quick?
I think we can.
I mean, we've been talking about it for 6 months already,
If not longer.
if not longer. Okay. All right, and nothing to approve. We'll have something hopefully on the 29th to approve. Moving on to number 13, discuss the 2024-2025 budget planning process, key dates and timeline. I sent all department heads and officials an email last week. Your budget packet is available to be picked up in the judge's office. You must sign for it. That way we know that you acknowledge that you did get to see your budget. And this is just your existing budget with blanks to give us changes. So the timeline will go like this. Budget worksheets were available in the judge's office May 9th. The deadline to turn in your completed budget worksheets to the judge's office will be June 12th. And then we're going to call a special call meeting for July 15th, which will be a budget workshop meeting. It's not mandatory to be there. But July 15th will be the first time that the 5 of us can deliberate over the proposed budgets by each department. And then I'm proposing that I'll have that compiled and posted online by the 31st. And these are tentative dates. August 12th will be the time for the tax assessor to come into the courtroom to give us their certified values and present the no new revenue and voter approved rates to the court on August 12th. And then hopefully by August 26th, we will have an approved budget and tax rate passed. So that's my tentative budget schedule, just so we have some talking points. That could change, but that's tentative. Any questions about that? Concerns?
No, that sounds good.
Okay.
Can I just turn in the same budget from last year?
No, you cannot turn in your same budget, Kenny Siegel. You gotta, we're grading tougher this year. But seriously, regarding budget, the direction I want to see us go this year, I know EMS has taken a lot over the last 3 years. They're in very good shape right now. They've told me that they don't expect anything out of the ordinary on their budget cycle. The Sheriff's Department received another $350,000 from the state, which we need to allocate that out, or help allocate that out. The District Attorney's Office received $175,000 from the state through SB 22, so they're in good shape in a transition year. So I would like us to see us focus on the commissioners. I think I've watched these commissioners over time. They're the last ones to get paid as far as taking any kind of new revenue in for y'all to pave roads with. So in the spirit of going with this paving agreement, I would like to see us kick out some more money to you guys, even if it's coming out of our general fund, to pave some more roads. So we're going to get to paving and fixing our infrastructure, that's for sure. That's at least that's what I'd like to see us do. Anything else on the budget process? If not, we're moving on to number 14, discuss and approve policy on vacation leave. The agenda item reads, employees are eligible to take vacation leave benefits after 6 months of continuous service and 40 hours have been credited to the employee's accrual balance. And this is brought to you by Precinct 3. Brought this to our attention. You want to?
Well, yeah, I'm having, hiring older people, and by the time they don't accrue enough sick leave, and they have to take off all the time, they're not having them to come in and make it up when they can't. I would just sooner say after 6 months, they at least get 40 hours vacation time, and they can use that to work their, take off the doctor's appointments and stuff like that.
Okay. Any questions, comments?
Just one, what is the accrual now, like 8 hours per month or something? About that?
Right.
Yeah.
It's 3.08 per pay period for first 5 years, and then it kind of goes up from there.
This actually modernizes our manual. Most private employers are already doing this. It's hard to hire someone, and in the old days, back in the 70s, 80s, was you hire a new employee and you can't take vacation for 1 year. That's holding someone hostage for a year, especially if you're hiring someone middle-aged, they already have vacation schedules or plans with their children to go someplace. So I'm in agreement with this policy. So I know the Court Advisory Committee has also addressed this as well. I don't know if we.
We can go ahead and approve this and then add it to our employee handbook.
I think we can approve it. We do need to go back to the employee handbook as a whole. Now we have time clock system in place, and so we'll need to go back and address the employment manual with the time clock and then some of this. So maybe this summer would be a good time, or after budget, to revise that manual. But y'all can approve or table or whatever you want to do with this motion at this point, but there's no reason we can't approve it, I don't think. So,
That would be effective next pay period?
that's it today. Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion to approve the policy on vacation leave. Employees are eligible to take vacation leave benefits after 6 months of continuous service and 40 hours have been credited to the employee's accrual balance.
Second.
Motion made by Precinct 3, second by Precinct 4, to approve the policy on vacation leave change to read, employees are eligible to take vacation leave benefits after 6 months of continuous service and 40 hours have been credited to the employee's accrual balance. Any other discussion or comments? The only thing I would say this is, if an employee worked here 5 months and accrued vacation time and leaves, they're entitled to that pay. They earn that vacation pay accrual, so you would pay them, so might as well let them take vacation if they have something come up.
Do what?
That is not part of our policy.
It is not?
It's not, no.
Is that in the courtroom?
Really? Playing? No.
Somebody need to put their phone down.
The way I understand it, if you accrue vacation time, you basically told the employee they have a balance that you would owe that. And our policy would be changed, should be changed at some point.
If you leave, you have to have 80 hours, and it does not state.
If you what?
It does not state, you only get paid 80 hours. So, I mean, I guess if an employee leaves, I don't know, maybe it doesn't state that.
Okay. Well, we would,
We can go back and look at it.
we need to go back and look at that line. Most companies, whatever your vacation you had accrued, it's basically you didn't take that and you're owed it. Now, again, the old policy, the way you lost it. If you had 5 weeks of vacation coming to you and you left the company, you lost it, but that's not the modern way system, so we need to go back and look at that one. But right now, I've got a motion on the table. Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 4 to approve the vacation leave change as we just provided. So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Okay, we're now at the consent time. Do we have a motion to move into consent agenda?
So moved.
Motion made by precinct 3.
Second.
Second by precinct 2. All those in favor of moving into consent say aye.
Aye.
We are now in consent. Our microphones will go off until we're out of consent. All right, we are out of consent. Is there any other business at the court? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Yes.
Second.
Motion made by precinct 1, second by precinct 2 to adjourn. All those in favor say aye. Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you very much. We'll see you on May 29th. That's a Wednesday.